Welcome to Below Average Picks. I'm your host, Will Tracy, joined alongside, as always, by Dylan DeFranco. Jelly Man, how you feeling?
Feeling good, guys. How's it going?
It's good. So if you are tuning in for the first time and you are, saying this kid's got a hell of a fit on, this is because of last week's result. Go watch the episode. Actually, a really strong episode. Two things came from that episode. One, Dylan went over 500, so I needed to go to my closet and grab just the most ridiculous thing I could find. I think I did a pretty good job. I could have taken it easier on myself. I got the 25th annual fall foliage shirt on. If you know what this is from, like, you should not be watching this program unless I guess you're Connor. I'm wearing the checkered suit jacket that's like too big, Masters hat with the hair with the middle part. We got the wedding tie on, and then I haven't actually showed Jelly Man yet, but we're rocking the Shein bathing
Whoa!
suit. Yeah, it's pink and it's short and it's nice. We're rocking some Uggs too. So sorry, I got a little too far away from the next point that I wanted to bring up. Is I also went under 500, so I had to get myself a mic. Hopefully, you guys can hear me a bit clearer now. It'll be sitting down here. You won't be able to see it, but we got it plugged in. Dylan said I was sounding a bit crisper earlier. So that's how we're going to be rocking. I am getting over a little bit of a sickness again. The throat has been sore all week. Deal with it. I don't care. All right. We record on Thursdays. I'm here for you guys. I have a great slate this week. That's all I got to say, Jelly. What is that face?
Nah, you're
I know exactly what you're talking about. Kid's mind is in the gutter.
You're a throat sore. I know.
Kid's mind is in the gutter. But I guess that's how you get the degeneracy of being a good gambler.
Exactly, man.
Any updates out of you before we get into some of the last week's record? Just general.
I mean, just going back to the last episode. If you guys watched, like, I called it. I knew it was gonna happen, and I applaud Will for coming through for the fans and for the viewers. And it looks good. It looks good, actually.
Thank you.
So
sir.
I like it.
Thank you.
All
yeah. Right. This is all me. This wasn't picked out by anyone else. I did this myself. So you gotta respect me, like, going all in. I could have, put on something dumb and been like, oh, this is silly. No, I'm wearing a fucking tie and a long sleeve t-shirt and a hat. So, and I got a bathing suit on. No one can even see my bottom.
Yeah, wait, what is the fall foliage?
So my father at 25th annual has been a teacher. I'd probably now going on 28 years. And every fall, one day out of the year, he takes his class on a walk around the school, and you admire in the fall, and you admire the leaves changing and it's fall foliage, and it's supposed to resemble an appreciation for life and how things change and how you should appreciate the moment you're in right now, along with the beauty alongside of you in nature. So for the 25th annual one, some kids had t-shirts made. They're okay. I wish that the big sign was in the back and they just had like a little sign up here, like a frat t-shirt. But I got it for free and I didn't make it, so I can't complain that much.
Yeah,
but it is the
beautiful
stupid
meaning behind it.
Yeah, it does. I'm glad you asked. I was not planning on explaining it. So if you're watching it, you're either a student of my father's, which turn off the channel, or and you know what it meant, or you're my brother, and that's fine. I'm glad you're watching, Connor.
Papa Trey's still going.
Yeah, he's still going.
Good to hear.
Still going. So I think that covers about most of the intro that we wanted to get done. We can dive into last week's record. A crisp week out of Jelly Man. Why don't you lead us off?
Are you guys seeing that? Did I not say it? 5-2. I would like to preface. So basically, before each episode, I have picks that I like. Tracy has picks that he likes, and then we kind of pick a side with all of those picks. So the only 2 losses were the games that Will liked. So I will say that I'm just that sharp of picking my own picks, but nonetheless, 5-2. Lions. I mean, yeah, it's so tough these past 2 weeks. I faded them. I lose horribly. Then I hop back on the train and I get hooked. That's tough. Whatever. Niners just didn't really explode as much as I wanted them to. Close game. So just a tough loss there, but I'm not going to complain about 5-2. We had some great plays. So I was very excited about that after Monday's game with the Rams-Dolphins.
Yeah, it was a strong showing out of you. Really strong showing. You were sharp on a lot of these games. Looking at them now, going through my slate. Now I was 3-4, which is not the standard I want to set for myself. I really, at the start of the season, I was really hot, seeing the board great. I don't really know what's happened these past few weeks, and this is actually my best week in recent memory, which is really sad. But I will say I was spot on the Bills Colts game. If you go back and watch the recording, I said Bills low 30s, Colts low 20s, and that equals at least 50, which would be over 48. The final score is 30-20. Guys, what do you want from me? Bet an exact score, and you're probably up 100 units on the year. So that
Tracy Totals
2-0.
Been hot.
2-0. Now there are none for this week. I was thinking about one, but we'll leave them off the card. Dylan did not want to put the Lions on the card this week. For obvious reasons, he can't get them right.
Too big of a spread too. I like hate taking like that big of a favorite, but I also couldn't bring myself to take a fucking Jags. Plus 14? Yeah, 14. I mean that is a recipe for disaster. I feel like so.
Yeah, you don't want to be ruined on the +2 touchdown.
Rather stay safe than sorry. Honestly, we have like a smaller slate, but a very good slate in my opinion. So I'd rather put out more confident plays than just to volumize the slate. So
yeah, going through the rest of mine. I mean, Bucks Niners was another Tracy Totals under. That thing was just a lock all game. Lions Texans, we got hooked. Steelers Commanders, we were both spot on with that one. We really liked Steelers +3 in that spot. That was nice. And then I mean Bears and Jets, like I said it during the show, I was not confident in those picks. I didn't really like them. I was trying to convince myself, which is exactly what I said I wasn't going to do. So I mean those were just two really bad picks. Dylan was all over the correct teams.
Yeah, I mean you have backed the Bears a couple times, and I keep telling you, Caleb, it's not him. They just fired the OC rather than benching Caleb. Bad move in my eyes.
Or
I mean, yeah. And then the Cards, dude. Kyler Murray. I think I saw some meme tweet that he's 3-0 or something post Black Ops 6 release. So he's definitely beating the
beating the rumors.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's what you were going for. And then
the Jets and all that,
they're horrible. Now they will be on the card again this week, but we'll get to that. But they are fucking horrible. Fins, Rams, Dylan. Again, got to give you credit here. The line was screaming Fins, but I couldn't buy into it.
Exactly. Yep.
It was a good pick.
Well, I was looking after Sunday. I'm damn, I'm 4-2. I really wish that I could just cancel that Monday game for record wise, but it panned out. But I was I would have been so mad if I finished the week 4-3 after kind of thinking that I read that very well. So I'm glad the fucking Dolphins pulled it out. And,
I mean, the reality is I'm a Lions hook away from positive, and then I'm away from fucking 6-1. So
yeah, exactly.
And that's if ands, buts, whatever, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Mm-hmm. But still, we're teetering on the edge of breaking through here. This could be the week. You never know.
Exactly. The ceiling's about to bust open for you, Will.
I've been punching at that glass ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming, bro. It's coming. I feel it. So yeah, I mean that is bringing the year-to-date total. Very angry. Whoa, what was that? Very angry. I don't know how to fucking say that word. Whatever. I am not happy that I'm still not positive. I think my math was wrong, but I thought it would have been positive. But 18-1, so technically still down on the year.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely on the upward trajectory these past couple weeks, especially last week. So.
Yeah, and I mean you started off horribly.
Yeah.
So you've been really hot recently, yeah.
That's a nice way to put it. Horrible. I mean, I think I was 4-10 or something to start the
horribly.
Year. So I came up. It's only going up. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
Next week it will be positive, guaranteed.
Another Dylan DeFranco guarantee from you guys. And last week, while I went 3-4, Jelly went 5-2, so that's a combined 8-6. And I got to shout out. We did ask you guys to leave comments, but. Mechanical Mayhem 26-17, buddy. All you guys do is lose me money. If you bet every game we took last week, you made money. And a lot of those games were against each other. So even if you did that stupidity, you still made money. If you had just left out the juices, you made even more money. So this guy, we asked you to say hi, and you come out our necks like this.
Hey, like he would have had a valid point that like first week for me, like second week for me, but like to say it like these past couple of weeks, I mean, I have soared through the wins the past couple of weeks, so that is just an absurd comment to leave.
Hey,
don't
buddy,
leave that shit.
Don't say you guys. Say all Will does is lose me money.
Yeah.
All right? At least make it accurate. But I'm coming
Put some respect on my name, Mechanical.
Yeah, Mechanical Mayhem 2617. Well, why don't you get a username with your name in it so you have some balls when you make fun of us? All right? Jeez. Take some responsibility, accountability, whatever. I'm 16-20. I'm not doing great this year, but it's not horrible. We'll have a couple hot weeks and we'll turn it around. We'll be 500 in 2 weeks, and then we'll start soaring after there. When the season gets towards the end, I really see the board a lot clearer. At least that's what happened last year. I got nothing else.
Well, we have a 5-game slate, so I mean, if you do sweep,
I'm in the positive.
The positive. So, first game, let's just jump right into it. We got Colts at Jets, a game Will liked, so I'll let him start it off.
Yeah, if you guys thought I was taking the Jets off the card, you got no fucking clue who I am. All right, we're going. The Jets are not only on the card, we're on the Jets. We are on the Jets -4, home against the Colts. Dill, how many times have the Jets been on our card? By the way, this is week 11, episode 7. I got to get better at saying that at the start. Episode 7. We've done this 7 times. They've been on the card, 5, 6 times?
Well, the Jets have been on the card, and I used to be taking the Jets. Yeah. But recently, I've been fading them.
Yeah.
So exactly. So
and I haven't gotten them right once.
They are a tough team to get right, honestly, in my opinion. It is a tough watch every Sunday watching Rodgers out there trying to get Jets a win, but
it's bad. It's really bad. But I mean, they can only not cover so many games in a row. Jets -4. If I was against the Jets and got it wrong, I would blow my brains off. So Jets -4.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing past couple of weeks. I'll take the Colts.
Oh, what the heck happened here?
Oh, some technical difficulties. There we go. We're back.
I unplugged my camera. All I had to do was turn the thing back on. I don't know what it's talking about.
Your pretty face is back. But, again, I'm still riding the fade of the Jets wave until they actually cover a game. They bench Flacco. AR's back in. So maybe that could revamp an offense that has been, like, the worst the past 2 weeks. Maybe, hopefully, who knows. But, again, a gross game. I'll probably be a close game, so I'll take the points. It's nothing too exciting about that game, honestly. But, again, I just don't trust the Jets. So I'll take the points, maybe a 17-14 game, 2017 game. So whatever, that would still cover. So I'd rather take the points. So
it's gross.
Yeah.
I don't even want to look at it anymore. Let's go to the next one.
Let's skip over the Jets game. And now we got Ravens at Steelers.
Lead us off, Joe.
I've been big on the Steelers this year, I feel like. Close game, dude. I got to take them. At home, +3.5. Give me the Steelers. Yeah. I think the line's a little low, too. I mean, kind of expecting another close divisional game, So I'll back the home team. And I think the Steelers have it in them to honestly win as well. So
what is going on?
What the hell? You were so ugly, bro. It's turning your camera off.
That could be it. Let's not.
The outfit, bro.
Yeah, I think I should take it off.
No, but I mean, close divisional game. I'll take the Steelers plus the points. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's the classic Tomlin home dog stat. He's undefeated against the spread. It's like absurd. I will be on the Ravens, however. I think the Steelers. I mean, I've been saying it all year. They covered a lot at the start of the year because they need to get to that 9-8 record that they get every fucking year. And their second half of their season is brutal. Now they do have the Browns twice on there, I believe, but every other game is really rough. I think the Ravens go into their home place and win by a touchdown plus. Honestly, I really like the Ravens. Proved a big win. They're coming off the mini bye with the Thursday night win against the Bengals last week. Did everything it took to win that game. Lamar is a beast. And I do think the Steelers are a scrappy team, but the Ravens are top 2-3 team in the NFL. And, they're on the road, whatever. But I think they win this game by, 6+. I know Tomlin, home dog, tough to go against him, kind of stupid to go against him. But I think they're giving you the half point for the Steelers, like, enticing you. But I think the Ravens win by 6+.
I don't know. I mean, again, great defense, and like we have seen the Ravens, like lose winnable lock games. Like
Yeah.
I just like the points at home, and like it's really gonna be tough to stop Henry, but like limit him, and then I really don't trust any other wideouts or weapons on the Ravens. Contain Lamar, contain Henry the best you can, and then like Zay could pop off some games, but I've also seen him games with like 2 catches, 20 yards, and then Mark Andrews up and down, who knows, and then who knows how they're gonna use Deontay Johnson, the new acquire for them. So I mean, I think the Steelers' game plan is going to be pretty simple. Just trust their D and keep doing what they've been doing on offense. So take the points. I'll take the points there. It's a fade game. I like it even more because I've been winning against you past couple of weeks. So
Past couple of weeks, it's all about to turn around.
We'll see. Big talk, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, next game: Falcons at Broncos.
I think we'll be on the same side here, but I want to hear your first. I know this was a game you recommended, but I do actually like my pick a lot for it.
Yeah, so when I saw this, couldn't really believe the line. And then I also saw that like the Broncos have a pretty good record.
They're
whatever.
Good.
But I will be on the Broncos. I know that I know. So like when the Falcons played the Cowboys, I thought that the Cowboys would have won outright, whatever, but like they got demolished in like a similar spread. But I think it's like a must-win game for the Broncos. They are 5-5. If like they want any playoff hope, they got to win because I think their schedule gets really tough soon. So I think that this is a make it or break it. The only thing what I mean is hard is how much can you trust Bo Nix? But the Broncos have a great defense. Again, still not really sold on the Falcons defense. But also then again, Bo Nix is running the offense. So it's tough, but again, kind of like last week, I'm kind of going off the line. I don't think in any world the Broncos should be favored. I do think the Falcons are better, which is why this line is making me take the Broncos.
Yeah, this line is really weird. I agree with you when I saw it. I thought it should be Falcons -2.5, even on the road. I mean, I know the Broncos are having a good year, like you said, but they're not. They've shown signs. I mean, looking at their games here, they had a close game with the Chiefs last week. That was very impressive, but they got blown out by the Ravens, who are a legit team. And then before that, they beat the Panthers and the Saints, and they lost to the Chargers. So they're not really fooling me yet, at least. I mean, this would be a very impressive win, honestly, even coming off, a close Chiefs game, to see them pull this one out. I think Falcons -2.5 is what the spread should be. And I'm not, especially after my recent weeks, I'm not going to let my gut be persuaded anymore. So it might be a bit of a square pick. That's what I was telling you when I was looking through the games today. I was like, I think I'm going to be a square, but it's actually about almost 50-50 where the bets are, which I was surprised.
Really?
So that made me feel good. I'm going to go Falcons +2.5 here on the road. And I just like this pick. I mean, my gut is it's screaming Falcons. Like the Broncos, they're just a better team.
Yeah, I mean, but to keep playoff hopes alive, dude, the Broncos gotta win this one. I mean,
the Broncos are a playoff team, so I don't think I think this is a game they lose.
Well, yeah, I mean, just how I was kind of thinking, just the line should not be this way, which makes me lean Broncos. And then 2, I don't know what it is, but I want to believe that they are gonna throw the book to beat the Falcons this game and move up to 6-5 and really be in pretty good shape going forward. But like I said again, they do have a very tough schedule in the next month or two. So if they don't win this game and cover, then all of their hopes are out. So maybe that would give them, some some like hope and spirit to go out there and try to win. Plus, I think Vegas is really trying to get some people. But yeah.
Yeah, it'll be again. We film Thursdays. It'll be interesting to see where this line goes, if anywhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like if it gets to Falcons like plus 3.5, like I might flip my pick to the Broncos in real life. But for now I'm rolling with the gut. It is a weird spread though.
Trust Bo Nix, man. We'll see. We'll see.
Bo leave.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Whoa!
I didn't invent that. That's what they said.
Ooh, okay.
Where I start.
All right. Well, next
mechanical mayhem.
Next game, Chiefs Bills, was a game that we both felt that like we just needed to put on the card because this is just always a great matchup between them. I'm taking Bills -2 at home. Again, I know, like the gut is what is it? Yeah, like the gut's saying Bills, the head's saying Chiefs, but then again, the head's saying that I hate the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, and I want to see the Bills lose to them because Bills beat them because they always lose in these playoff fucking spots. But Bills have been playing good. Patty Mahomes isn't playing good. I just don't know. Like it's more of like a hope type of thing. Also, just like how Josh Allen and the Bills have been playing, they've been putting up numbers. The Chiefs haven't really been blowing anyone out. It's kind of all been like close games and low scoring. So I think in Buffalo, the Bills have a chance to get their lick back and to really put up a lot of points and beat a not so good Chiefs team this year.
We might be splitting every game this week, which would be a story.
Great for me.
Maybe. Everyone's got to reverse to the mean, Jelly Man. But yeah, I'm Chiefs +2. This is the first time I think all year I've been on the Chiefs, so maybe that's a bad sign for me. Kind of like you with the Lions. But the bottom line is, I think what Vegas is telling you with this line is the Bills have won every game in the last like 3-4 weeks. It feels like by 10+ points. The Chiefs almost just lost to the Broncos and are playing these tight games every week. It feels like they're barely escaping with a win. It feels like every week, like the loss is knocking on the door. And now they're going to Buffalo. Buffalo's on fire. And the Bills are -2. Like it's expected for them to win. And I think what Vegas is trying to get people on is saying it's time. The spread's not huge. Let's go Bills. The Chiefs will lose, and the chances that they lose by less than 2 points are low. So let's go Bills. I'm going to be flipped on that, and I'm going to roll Chiefs here. They might win. I think they're going to win outright, to be honest with you. They just find ways to win, man. And I'm not ready to lay this number against the Chiefs yet. I feel like this is I feel like the Bills is a bit of a square play, to be honest with you. And I like being on the opposite side there. So give me Chiefs +2.
Yeah, well, like kind of going back to what you're saying, like it could also be just like the history of it where like the Chiefs always beat the Bills. So maybe that's why the spread's like lower. But again, dude, it's kind of that like revenge thing for like the Bills to finally, stamp that W versus the Chiefs. But I mean, the Chiefs this year is just not a team that I really like backing. Yeah, they are 9-0. I have taken them once, but like it's never been like a sweat-free game, bro. It's always just like
I'm expecting
crap, like no way they got. Yeah, exactly. But just personally, I'm not a big Patty Mahomes guy, and I really would love to see a Bills at home win versus the Chiefs that have given them problems late in the years, past couple of years. So
yeah. And again, neither of us really love to side on this game going in, but we said we gave you we're starting with Colts Jets to give you the best game of the week on the card. We don't want to look at trash all week. So I mean, this is the game of the year so far. This is gonna be an awesome game. It's a 4:00 game.
It's gonna be a great game to watch.
Yeah. Don't take your afternoon nap. Make sure you're locked into this one, and now you have our picks for the week too on it. So that's exciting.
Final game on the 5-game slate. Bengals at Chargers.
Sunday night, Chargers getting 1.5 at home. Now, the Chargers are actually they have a decent record, and I think they're actually decent at football. But I'm going to be a bit of a square here. I assume. I actually don't know what the public's on. I'm going to go Bengals +1.5. I am still a believer that the Bengals will turn around their season, despite the heartbreaking loss on last Thursday. Again, coming off the mini bye, I like that spot for both the Ravens and the Bengals this week. And playing a Chargers team they have a good record. They kind of win games weirdly. But I think it's about time that the Bengals show them that the Bengals are the better team, especially going into the latter half of the season. I guess the Bengals will try to make some sort of playoff push. I don't even know I don't know what anything looks like for them right now. But they got to start winning, and they're going to start doing that here.
Yeah, it kind of seems like we are on a full fade. I'm taking the Chargers. This might be my favorite game on the week. When I saw this line, I was like, "There's no way that this is the line." Yeah, like the Chargers are 6-3, but like still, just looking at like the teams, the players on both teams, like the line's kind of crazy to me, but it is a must hammer for me.
What do you mean the line's crazy?
Well, like
what should it be?
I think the Bengals should be favored.
Okay.
Like,
so you're being sharp. Yes.
Take out the records. Like the Bengals should be favored in this game. That's like why when I said that like the line kind of surprised me, I was like, why are the Chargers favored? But at home, whatever, we'll see. But yeah, like Joe Burrow's been playing very good. Jamar had a crazy game, but like the defense for them has just been a problem all year. So and I think that Herbert's been playing well past couple games, and just like the line, just like before I saw anything else, I saw the line and I knew exactly who I was going to throw on. So I mean, the Chargers at home, that it's probably going to be my favorite bet. If you don't want the -1.5, I think the money line right now is like -125. I would also consider taking that too. I am kind of deciding between which I want to bet, but it will be either -1.5 or money line. But I think kind of like the Broncos game, it's like the line is kind of telling more to me than like the actual like teams and records. So it's another game for like the sports bettors of the world who would probably know what I'm talking about, where like the sus lines and all that, the sharp square lines, whatever, kind of like know exactly what my eyes went to when I saw this, spread. So
kids are sharp.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like going back to last week when I said to like just kind of like having that sports better mind rather than just like an info research type of pick, which is like what I usually do with my personal sports bets. And check out last week, 5-2. Same type of logic, everything, and it worked out. So I'm not gonna switch it up this week, and I really like Broncos Falcons and Chargers Bengals. So we'll see.
I can't believe we're split on every game. That's crazy.
That's really great for me, dude. Can I wait for the record to be 23-18-1? Tracy's gonna be
what would my record be?
Do some 16-25-1. Look at that quick math, bro.
Calculator for you for a second.
No, but yeah, I mean, again, just like sports better mind terms, I'm pretty confident in every single game that we have on the board.
Yeah.
For my side of the picks.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jets -4 is a sports better mindset for me personally. Just going through my slate right here. I mean, that's a pick. It's tough to bet on the Jets laying a number right now. It's tough to do that. And I'm doing it here, which is a good sports better mindset. Ravens -3.5. I think that's the mindset of like they're giving 3.5 to the Steelers, thinking people are going to think like field goal. I think the Ravens win by 6+. I think they're just trying to mess people up with that. Falcons, that's more of just a gut pick. Yeah, that's a bit of a square pick, but we call it a gut pick over here. But it's that's one of those games where if I pick the Broncos, I wouldn't love my pick, and those have not been hitting recently. So we're gonna go Falcons +2.5. Bengals +1.5 is similar, but more like I genuinely think the proof is in the pudding there. Where the Bengals score a lot of points, the Chargers, they kind of get wins, but they don't score a lot. I'm not sure if they can fully abuse this pretty horrid Bengals defense to the point that like the Ravens did. And I think the Bengals will put up some points, and then Chiefs +2. I mean, like I said earlier, I think people are trying to get the Bills. Vegas is trying to hype up people to bet on the Bills this week. Chiefs are due for a loss. They looked bad against the Broncos. The Bills are favored. It's in Buffalo. Blah 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 blah. I think the Chiefs are going to win. And then, if they win, they cover the +2. So I love my picks. Why don't you take us through your slate, Joe?
Well, if you do kind of like think about it for like sports better sharp, whatever, this, that, the third, like a 9-0 team shouldn't really be a dog. Technically, like generally.
Yeah, but that's not the general vibe is against the 9-0 team. Like they almost just lost to the Broncos. Everyone wants them to lose every week. People love Buffalo right now. Buffalo's winning every game by double digits, and they're home. I know what you're saying, but
the people love the Bills. The NFL loves the Chiefs. So again, any Chiefs game is really hard to cap because you never know what the hell is going to go on with Patty Mahomes and the fucking refs. But yeah, again, Jets, Colts, like kind of going back to what you were saying, like I don't really think it's like that, sharp of a pick. I mean, like it kind of would have been if it wasn't like one of two teams being like the Colts, Titans, whoever, like any team playing those type of teams should probably be favorited. So like I don't really,
the Colts are better than the Titans, but yes.
Yeah, but like like those kind of calibers of teams. Say if like the Jets was playing like someone better, I would probably lean them. But I think, Colts, Titans, those types of teams are kind of like bottom of the barrel. So
for sure,
most teams should be favored. But yeah, taking the Colts, can't really trust the Jets. Tried earlier in the season. It just lost me coin. So I'm trying to mature. You know what I mean? So Steelers, Ravens, again, home divisional game, dog. Tomlin at home. I think the Steelers, great defense. We have seen the Ravens, lose lock games that like they should have won. So then again, Broncos, same thing. It's kind of just like the line really stuck out to me. The Bills, Chiefs, just a personal grudge. Really would like the Bills to win. Don't like Mahomes. Previous years I've always lost betting against Mahomes, so I just would love to see, the Bills get their revenge win type of thing, and then for me to win some money. And then Chargers, Bengals, again, another thing, the line stuck out to me, and it probably is, if not, my favorite bet this week. So,
wow,
that's it. A five game slate.
Jelly's been hot recently. Well, we also didn't mention, despite the records of last week, the fantasy team did get the win for Team Trace.
Yeah. So for the viewers that don't know, me and Will played each other this past week in fantasy. I was up 4 points. He had Puka playing, and I had Tyreek playing, and I lost by 4. Yeah. I mean, like, I am glad I won money betting on the Dolphins, but I am also very, very close to dropping out of the playoff hopes if I keep fucking losing. So
yeah, well, you're still ahead of me because you got the points for, but my team needed some wins, and damn, I mean, we had a close game against Drew 2 weeks ago. I don't know how his team scored that many points against me. We needed to beat you too, so we're on the hot streak now.
I think I'm like the last team in the playoffs right now.
You might be, because I think I'm right below you at 7. Now my team is in a good spot, though. I don't know what your team.
I literally just don't get how Tyreek, has 3 catches for 20 yards. Like,
and they scored some points. Like Tua played, man. It wasn't even like,
Tua, at least give me like 1 30-yard throw, dude. Tyreek could get that. He's open. I mean, like, I personally didn't watch too much of the game, so like I didn't really see what like the plays were for like. I mean, like, was like Tyreek like covered or like whatever. I really don't even know too much, but I saw Waddle getting open, catching passes. Jonnu fucking Smith was out here, five catches, like 50 yards. Like throw some fucking.
They just weren't. They weren't using. Now they did throw him a fucking touchdown on the 1 yard line on first down. I was about to like murder somebody. They didn't even try to run it. They just threw.
Well, that is like funny too, because like I like was texting Will trying to like reverse jinx me winning by saying like, dude, like stop like sweating. Puka's gonna go off for like 9 catches, 100 yards, while Tyreek will maybe finish with like 6 catches for like 80 yards. And like it turned out, I think Puka had like 9 for 98. So yeah, like it was that.
No, Puka's
So
I love
I tried reverse jinxing it, but I kind of spoke it perfectly into existence to fuck me in fantasy.
And that was with Saquon only getting 8 points, man. I mean, my team is good.
I mean, Jaden Daniels getting 8 points, man. Like the dude's been putting up 20 plus all year. It's a killer for like a top 3 quarterback to only put up 8 points. So whatever. And then again, Caleb Williams, having DJ Moore on your fucking fantasy team, you probably know exactly what I'm feeling. The 1 week that DJ Moore went off, I put him to my bench. And then after this week, have always started him because I kind of fear the moment I move him back to the bench, then he'll pop off. But he has been horrible. Yeah, Caleb Williams can't fucking throw a football to any of their damn receivers, and that's why they're losing games. And honestly, this week I was thinking based off the line to maybe add the Bears, but then Will was saying can't put the Bears on there anymore, and I listened. So
the Bears are banned.
Yeah.
The Jets are kind of banned too. I wanted to put them on myself though.
So fantasy wise, it is just tough having some of these dog shit teams that we try to bet on to hope that they do good and they just don't do good, and it fucks us betting and fantasy wise.
Yeah, well, I'm all over the place because I'm rooting for like people in fantasy and I'm rooting for my pool and I'm rooting for my below average picks, and it's like I'm getting all this now I think the order for me is fantasy, below average picks actually, and then my pool of long people because I got to do so good in that pool to like even make money. But yeah, I don't know. What do you have a similar order? What's your order?
I mean, like my order will always be whatever makes me money. So like technically this, because I do sports bet on like the picks that I put out. Yeah. So like say like the fantasy leagues, I think for us is like a $50 buy-in. That's like one correct sports betting pick. So like I would rather do well in the below average pick scene.
It's $50, by the way.
Yeah. We just so like I would rather do well in the below average pick scene rather than fantasy, but I also would like a fantasy win because I've never made the playoffs in our league and people always clown on me, and I lost 2 years ago and had to do a stupid punishment. So, but yeah, for sure below average picks, then fantasy. We're kind of just going off of like the most amount of money that I can make, So.
Yeah, no, I respect the practicality. I'm kind of not there at all. I'm a little I'm opposite. I go more off feelings. Like I love feeling the win of a fantasy, week.
No, yeah, no, like I totally agree with that. Feelings wise, fantasy is like amazing, but like personally, my rule in sports betting is you can't have feelings while you're putting your money on the line. Yeah. Because say that I am from Jersey and I'm like a diehard Jets fan. If I were to take them -4 today, then I'll probably, lose money because that is more of like a feeling pick. And, like that, like feelings and sports betting shouldn't mix.
I agree completely. We got to come out with shirts. We should. First of all, we just need a basic below average picks shirt. Now,
merch link below. Run it up. Buy it. Yeah.
We're gonna have Mechanical Mayhem get on the merch. He's gonna make it all custom. But we should get a shirt that says like how they say ashwagandha, like people a side effect is you stop feeling.
Yeah,
that's true. You should look it up.
Stop feeling?
Yeah, like stop having feelings.
Oh, yeah, kind of. Yeah.
We should have a betting shirt that's like, take your ashwagandha. So you don't bet with feelings.
Yeah, I mean that's just
horrible idea. I think it's good, man. I think Mechanical Mayhem, comment below if you'd wear that shirt.
Yeah, if one person comments that they would buy or wear a take your ashwagandha shirt.
It would have a nice design. It wouldn't be like I'm trying to speak in my mic and not speak in my mic, but it would have like
no one would get that though.
Like our viewers, it would be a little inside joke.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
You think anyone's buying shirts that say below average picks on them? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but like they like could reference that to be like maybe they talk about picks rather than like I don't get the correlation between the ashwagandha to the sports betting pick type of scene.
Here's the correlation. On the back of the shirt, we would have like some design of like sports betting. We'd have to figure it out, like a football or something. Not like a football, but something correlating to that. And maybe like a money sign. And then it'd be like, it doesn't have to be the whole fucking shirt, like a little sign of below average picks maybe on the front pocket. And then, take your ashwagandha on the back.
I mean, that was just...
I'm telling you right now, that's a good shirt.
That was just a crazy pull. I feel like there were like so many better ways to like, make that statement without
having not have feelings. Bet without feelings.
Yeah, like there were so many other things I feel like besides like ashwagandha that like could have popped into your mind.
Well, that was in my head from earlier this week. I was talking to someone about it. But I found that fact. You didn't know that, right? That's pretty cool.
Well, what I've understood from it was that like it raises your like tests and like you get like high energy. I wasn't really think that like the no feelings thing is like a big statement for like people that like take ashwagandha.
I don't think it does either. I don't think it does either of the things you just mentioned. I think it's like
100% it does.
I don't think ashwagandha does either of those things. I think it lowers your like stress levels and essentially by doing that, it like the way it accomplishes that is like it turns off your emotional like responses, aka like you don't feel as much.
You were saying that ashwagandha doesn't raise your test?
I might have an empty ashwagandha bottle over here. I'm gonna throw in an
ashwagandha.
Bro, what do you mean raise your tests? Like you like do better on the SAT? What are you fucking saying?
Testosterone, idiot.
Oh, I thought you
yeah, right here. Many studies show that taking ashwagandha can increase testosterone. What kind of what the hell you think I was saying?
It does that too. I thought you meant like your I thought you meant
social studies test. Bro, would have been popping 20 pills of those if it weren't for fucking school tests.
Yeah, right before like a business calc exam, you go in there, you pop some ashwagandha.
I can't believe you thought. Yeah, dude.
Anti-feeling.
You were missing on all cylinders right now, honestly.
Ashwagandha is a herbal supplement that may reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. And I think one of the feelings of stress, or one of the side effects of stress, is like feelings. Essentially, I mean, you're feeling that way about something. So if it turns it off, then your feelings kind of get diminished as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'll leave that shirt up. To you. You like can put your money in.
Dude, I'm gonna make the coolest fucking shirt.
Make the shirts and then see how many people are gonna be buying the.
How about
take your ashwagandha?
How about this? We're not gonna make them today, but throughout the show, if we have a pick where it's like no feelings, like we want to make sure we're not feeling this game, we'll just drop a subtle line like, I'm going to take my ashwagandha on this game and I'm going to pick, the Broncos or whatever the game is.
Yo,
and then so this would be like,
take your ashwagandha.
Exactly. But like, don't
take your ashwagandha.
Yeah, just like slip it in conversation and eventually it'll like build up steam and it'll be a bit of a community around taking your ashwagandha, and then we'll make a t-shirt and we'll rein it in.
Hey, we'll see, guys. Comment below if you're buying what we're selling right now.
I need you to be on my team here, man. You don't have to act like you're better than me.
That statement, I feel me and the world are all against you with that. Like that just like never clicked. That like the ashwagandha, no feelings, sports betting. Like
that's because you didn't. That's because you didn't know you didn't know that ashwagandha turned off the feelings, which is why we're going to soft launch it by having non-feelings games by saying we're going to take our ashwagandha this game, and then the word will get around, and then once everyone is aware, they'll make the connection on the t-shirt. All
right, word.
Yeah,
I'm in. I guess.
All right. Do you even
gotta support the co-hosts?
Yeah, you got to support the co-host.
All in. Take your ashwagandha. No feelings. No feelings on these two teams. Take your ashwagandha, guys. The locks. All right. What a weird tangent. Sports betting outro to ashwagandha talk for about fucking 5 minutes.
Did you ever give us the summary of your slate?
Yeah, like briefly, like Colts again, Jets suck. Quick running through it. Steelers, divisional home dog, Tomlin, great defense.
Ashwagandha.
Yeah. Broncos, the line. Bills, revenge. Like the Bills, don't like the Chiefs. Chargers, the line again. So those are my reasonings. It worked out last week, you know. And I'm telling you, sports betting should be short and sweet. Can't be overthinking it, because then that's when you'll be, you know, doing too much research. You just got to go with the gut, the line, the odds, the public, the non-public, all that, and that's it.
The Chiefs game is a great example for me of taking my ashwagandha, because I don't like the Chiefs personally. But I'm going to take my ashwagandha. I'm going to play it smart. I'm going to bet the Chiefs +2.
Oh,
See?
I like. Okay,
See?
right,
It's turning. I'm turning you around, buddy. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, no. Like you like should have get like a big bottle of ashwagandha to like prop up behind you when like you like say that, so then people.
I might go to the food store tonight and pick one up.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I think. Do we have anything else to say?
No, that was about it. I mean, short slate, 5 games. I'm even right now. Tracy's a little under 500. So depending how good Will does, my record will be worse. Depending how I do, Will's record will be, you know, even worse. I think that this is the first slate that we've been on a full fade, right?
Yes, and I don't. Yeah. It's very rare. Like the chances that we don't discuss
super
our picks before.
Exactly. So I mean, we'll see. Again, comment down below. Are you Team Jelly, Team Trace? Who have you guys been tailing the past couple weeks? Hopefully, it's been me. But you know, again, I'm very excited to see how the next episode will look, depending, because again, like we are not on the same page on any bet, so the records will be drastically different depending how the games go, you know. So
if you liked the fit, comment. I won't wear it next week, but I'd like to know. I mean, I went pretty all out. I mean, my closet, you know, mostly has good stuff in it. I got some style, but we had to make something work for you guys.
See, like this week would have been the perfect week to do like a wager, because we are all on different teams. Yeah. So I mean, hey, like comment, like Will said, if you guys enjoyed, you know, the like wager type of, you know, like challenges we do, then we will for sure try to do more in the future.
Yeah. I think the final notes are we're going to get the TikTok going. We got a couple good clips that we want to put up there soon. They might not be as timely, but who gives a fuck? They're going to be on there. Like it, you know, share it, whatever. Like and subscribe to the show. We're going to start calling it a show, not a podcast, because it's a production, really. I'm over here directing, producing, and hosting. Dylan's, you know, got a face too. And then
I am just over here winning and editing, you know.
Yeah, Dylan brings the picks, I bring the ashwagandha, and we and the last thing I want to say is I hope you guys like the new mic. Let me know if it's better. But we will be having an in-person episode, not next week, but in 2 weeks, maybe next. What fucking day is it right now? The 14th?
So I was going to be home Thursday. I just changed it today to Friday. So we could film Friday and try to get it out like later Saturday. Okay. A big possibility.
Sorry.
Because we can't do 2 weeks because that's Thanksgiving. But I definitely think that like
Wednesday of that week or something, or
yeah, we could, but
or Friday.
Yeah, no, like I like did want to say that I think that like we could get the boys and shit together like Friday night, you know, for like
this upcoming Friday night.
Yeah.
I would have to go home Thursday then. I want to plan out my week here.
When are you going home?
I could go home Thursday's the earliest I could go home. I could do that, or I could stay the weekend here. We film virtually, and I come home like later that week or something. I could go home Thursday. I haven't been home in a while.
Well then, when did you plan on doing the in-person?
the following week. But we could do 2 in-person episodes.
Yeah, I mean,
so we could do
more
with
the
the boys
merrier.
Friday night.
Yeah,
whoever
yeah.
wants to come in can come in. I know you said Dre wants to. I'm sure Tony will add in a pick or two.
Yep.
Soats might be down. I don't know. And then we'll have the following week. We could do like the day after Thanksgiving. We're not gonna be able to film Thanksgiving Day, of course. And the Wednesday before is, we got to go see all the boys from home. We got to see Nick Gamba.
Oh yeah, the biggest drinking night of the year, Thanksgiving Eve.
Can't film on Blackout Wednesday, but we could do Friday. After that, we'll just have to edit it quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be off, so it'll be chill.
Yeah.
And we get some boys on that one too, and then the next week we'll be back to the regular scheduled program.
Yep. So guys, stay tuned. 1 at least in person, potentially 2, and fix your camera.
Well, that's why we got to film in person.
Exactly.
All right.
But yeah, the in person should look a little different because we would probably be on one screen, but I mean, same content as well, but just the visual display would look a little different.
Bring your mic home. I'll bring home mine too. I don't even know if that makes it.
I don't know if I can bring my mic home. It's kind of big, but I mean, we will make it work.
We'll figure it out. We're on 51 minutes here. Grab a snack, grab a drink, enjoy the show. Exactly. Saturday, 10 a.m.
Yes, sir. Guys, subscribe to our YouTube Below Average Picks, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.